Okay, guys, area of a sector. I'm going to go through this with you guys. I think it'll help you make a lot more sense. I don't know how you're doing on the skill, but all right. First off, to do this skill in Khan Academy, you have to know how to find the area of a circle. So I put this circle here. What is the area of the following circle? Well, area of a circle is pi. Let me write area of a circle. I'm going to put a little c down there. Area of a circle equals pi times the radius squared. So what's the area of this following circle right here? Of this whole circle, the area is, so the area of this circle is pi times 42 squared. Well, 42 squared, 84, shoot. Let me do it up here. 42 times 42. I'm guessing. I'm thinking it's 1764 if my memory serves me correct. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. 1764. Is that what I said? So the area of this circle right here equals 1764 pi. Okay, so that's of the whole circle. Now, what is a sector? A sector is just a portion of a circle. Okay. Let me get rid of this. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. Check this out. What if I asked for the area of 1/4 of a circle? So in other words, like for this one, just say that was 90 degrees right there. Boom. What if I asked for just the area of this? Okay. That would be the area of a sector. Okay. What if, all right, so for instance, what if I asked for the area of 1/4 of only 90 degrees of the circle? Notice this is the same circle. These are the same, right? With one exception, this is 1/4 of that circle. It's 90 degrees, right? That's how I know it's 1/4. Okay. Isn't 90 degrees 1/4 of an entire circle? Yeah, see that? 90 over 360 is 1/4. Okay. I want you to get accustomed to that. Okay. So if I am finding the area of 90 degrees of this circle, doesn't it make sense that the area of this sector would just be 1/4 of the area of the entire circle? Doesn't that make intuitive sense to you guys? Okay, that's the area of that sector. And I'm going to ask you the same question down here. What if I asked you for the area of half of the circle? Well, then the area of that sector would be 1/2 of 1764 pi. Okay, I'll go ahead and draw it here. Boom. That would look like this, wouldn't it? So boom. Okay. So think about that. Think about that. Right? What if I were asking for 7/8 or 315 degrees of the circle? Okay. Well, 315 degrees of the circle, right? So let me check this out. Area of this sector would be this whole thing. Okay. So that'd be 315 out of my 360 degrees times 1764. Okay. So why did I write it like this? Because that's essentially what we're doing here. I'm asking you for an area of that much of the circle. Well, 315 over 360 is just 7/8 times 17. Oh my gosh, this is irritating the beep out of me. Okay, so if I were to do the math on these, what's 1/4 of 1764? What, that's 400. Shoot. If 4 goes into 1764, that's 441 pi. So the area of this sector of 1/4 is 441 pi. The area of half of the circle or of that sector is 882 pi. Okay, 7/8 times 1764 equals, how many times does 8 go into 1764? 2, carry the 1, boom, 220.5. Okay, so that's not gonna cancel out nice for me. This is 220.5. So 7 times 220.5, this is, I believe it's 1543.5 pi. So this is 1543.5 pi. Feel free to check my work there. Okay? Cool. All right. Now we're going to use this on the next page on these problems. Okay? So if we look back here, what does this really tell me? I'm going to write a formula for you. Area of the sector equals the central angle over 360 times the area of the entire circle. Okay? Now keep in mind this central angle, this can be in degrees or radians. In this case, it's in degrees. Okay? So can the denominator. In this case, it's in degrees. But I can also make this formula in radians. But here's the formula. Boom. To find any one of these components here. All right. What do I mean by that? If you look in this one, it says a sector with a radius 18 centimeters has an area of 234 pi centimeters squared. I'm gonna erase my formula here. I'm gonna use the one I just showed you. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna remind you the area of a sector is equal to, in this case, let's see, is equal to the central angle over, in this case, we're using radians, so it's going to be over 2 pi, and it's going to be times the area of the entire circle. Okay? So I need to find the area of the entire circle. It's giving me the area, it's giving me A of S. A of S equals 234 pi centimeters squared. I need the area of the entire circle. This is pretty simple. It's pi times 18 squared. Now I know, I have it memorized. This is just 324 pi. So if I plug these values in, I'm going to be able to solve for what it's asking for. It's asking for the central angle. But you know, it's asking for it in degrees, isn't it? It's asking for it in degrees. So I'm going to need to make a switch here. Okay? Instead of using 2 pi down here, instead of using 2 pi, I'm going to use 360 degrees. Okay? Boom. All right. So now we're going to solve this guy. Let me get rid of this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and solve this. Area of a sector, 234 equals, boom, I don't know my central angle. The area of the entire circle is 324. Okay. All right. So I need to get this theta by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do, let me rewrite this. Check this out. Watch this. Boom. 234 equals 324 times theta over 360. Now, how can I can multiply by the reciprocal of any fraction, and it makes it equal 1. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 324 over 360. And I'm going to get my answer here. So theta is going to equal 360 times 234 over 324. Now I'm just going to start canceling. Boom. These both divide by 4. So I'm going to make this 90, and I'm going to make this 81. Well, guess what? 90 and 81 are both divisible by 9. 9 goes into 90 10 times. 9 goes into 81 9 times. Well, guess what? 234 and 9, boom, are both divisible by 9. So 234 divided by 9 is equal to 26. So this is 26, boom, over 1. So theta really is just 10 times 26, or 260 degrees. A lot of fractions in there and a lot of math in there. But slow it down. Slow down the video. Go through it. All right.